Patient Garucho, the doctor will see you now. Please come in. Have a seat. Dr. Guedes will be arriving soon.
Good morning po. So ako po si Dr. Galdos and ako po yung titingin sa anak po ninyo ngayon. Pwede ko pong malaman kung anong name niya?
Lance.
Lance. Lance, so ako si Dr. Galdos. So mag-start na tayo. Okay.
Go.
Okay, so tapos na po tayo sa health history taking po. So proceed na po tayo sa physical examination. So ma'am, sa physical examination po is mahawakan ko po si Lance. Okay lang po ba yun? Okay lang, sige. So in doing po the respiratory examination, dapat po yung position ng patient is upright or nakaupo or kung saan siya comfortable. So to start off, we should inspect first for alar flaring sa nostrils ng patient if lumalaki po ba, if lumalaki siya habang humihinga. And we should also look for central cyanosis if may bluish discoloration dito sa bunganga na. Tapos, dapat po, sige, taas muna natin itong damit mo ha. Yan. So, when inspecting the chest cavity, I mean the chest, dapat we should look for chest in drawings. Pero makikita naman natin dito sa patient na wala. Also, wala naman siyang gross deformities sa chest. After nun, simultaneously, sabay na rin natin yung pagkuha ng respiratory rate ng bata. So, magbibilang tayo for a minute to check for the respiratory rate. After a minute na nakuha na yung respiratory rate, we should now start auscultating the patient. Okay? So habang nataas yan, check ko muna yung breath sounds ni Lance. Okay? So pag ipapatong ko dito lang dito sa chest mo, hinga ka na malalim kung sasabihin ko ng hinga ka na malalim ha? Sige. Sige, hinga. Hinga. Sige, check naman natin sa likod. Hinga. Hinga na malalim. So upon auscultating Lance, anterior and posterior chest, we found out that he has clear breath sounds both anteriorly and posteriorly on both right and left lung fields. So after nun, we are gonna be doing palpation naman. So talikod ka ulit, Lance. So proceed na po tayo sa palpation part ng chest. And under that is gagawin natin yung chest expansion. So when doing the chest expansion, dapat yung kamay natin is nasa lower back ng patient, specifically sa 10th rib. So dito siya banda. And when doing the lung expansion, dapat mag-fold tayo ng skin dito sa gitna to make sure na pag nag-expand yung chest is dapat mawawala yung skin fold na nagawa natin. So Lance, hinga ka ng malalim. Yan, nawawala siya. Isa pa. Yan. So, upon doing the chest expansion, we found out that the chest of the patient is expanding symmetrically and equally. So, after that, gagawin naman natin is yung tactile fremitus. So, Lance, pag ilalapag ko yung kamay ko sa dito sa chest mo or sa likod mo, sabihin mo yung word na 99. Ha? Sige. Sige, sabihin mo yung 99.
99, 99, 99, 99.
Yan. So, when doing the tactile fremitus, pwede rin natin gawin yung pag ganito. Basta sa bony prominences ng kamay natin. Tapos, dapat gawin din natin siya sa anterior chest. So, sa harap naman.
Action.
Lance, pag ilalapag ulit yung kamay ko dito sa chest mo, sabihin mo ulit yung word na 99, ha? Sige. Isa pa. Sige, sabihin mo.
99, 99, 99.
So, upon doing the tactile fremitus sa lungs ni Lance, we found out that there's equal vibration sa posterior chest and sa anterior chest. Both the left and the right lung fields. So, after doing the palpation part, proceed na rin tayo sa percussion. So, in percussing the chest, we have 7 stations right here. So, start na tayo. So, next naman is sa anterior part. So, next part is sa anterior part naman ng chest. Okay, so upon doing the chest percussion, we found out that both anterior and the posterior chest of Lance is resonant. Next part in the physical examination would be the cardio part. So first is that we position the patient. In cardio, yung position ng patient is dapat kung saan siya komportable. So not as to raise the cardiac rate of the patient. Okay, so pag sa older children, basta nakatayo siya or upright, okay na yun. So start off by inspecting the patient's chest. So let's taas natin yung shirt mo. Okay, so when inspecting the child's chest, look for any visible pulsations, any precordial bulging. So as you can see sa patient's chest, is wala naman tayong nakitang pulsations or precordial bulging. Kaya the patient's chest is adynamic. Also, while inspecting, check for any central cyanosis around the mouth or any peripheral cyanosis dito naman sa mga end ng fingers niya. And sa inspection din is dapat check natin yung clubbing of the fingers. So Lance, pwede mo ba akong gayahin? Ito. Pagtapatin mo lang yung dalawang thumb mo. Yan. So as you can see, is may nakita akong diamond shape sa gitna, meaning wala siyang clubbing of the fingers. Okay? So after inspecting na, we go now sa palpation. In doing palpation, start muna tayo sa palpation ng point of maximal impulse. So dito yun. Sa bata, it should be around the 4th ICS. Pero pag sa infant, hindi natin siya mapapalpate. So, I'm now checking. So, yan, nararamdaman ko naman yung impulse. Then, while andito na tayo sa chest ng patient, we should also palpate na for any thrills around the chest. Using the pads of your finger, and it also include the suprasternal notch. So, yun, wala naman ako nararamdamang thrills. Yun. And then, after that, moving peripherally, check na natin yung peripheral pulses ng pasyente. So, again, sa older children, while checking the pulses, is that we use the radial and the pedal pulses. Pero sa neonates, we use the brachial and the femoral pulses. Pero mas older yung patient natin, kaya sa radial pulse na tayo kukuha. And then sa pedal, okay, so upon assessing the pulses of the patient, fair naman yung pulse ng patient. Okay, so while nandito tayo sa periphery, we should also check for the capillary refill of the patient. So, as you can see, brisk naman yung pag-return ng blood flow, and that's less than 1 second, and that's normal. So, after checking the capillary refill, start na tayo sa auscultating the heart sounds. Now, when auscultating the heart sounds, we should first locate for the second ICS of the patient. So, magbilang tayo. This is the first ICS, and this is the second ICS. So, dito natin maririnig yung second, I mean the aortic heart sound. So, from there, let's listen. So, dito yung aortic. Sa right parasternal border, second ICS. And the pulmonic heart sound sa left parasternal border, second ICS. Sa Erb's point, which will be located in the third ICS, parasternal border. And the tricuspid dito sa
fourth ICS left sternal border.
And for the mitral valve, mitral sound dito sa
Fifth ICS left
mid-clavicular line. So yun. So after listening for the heart sounds, tuloy na rin natin and assess furthermore for any murmurs extending sa may axillary towards the back. So dito sa may anterior axillary line. Middle and sa may posterior. Okay, so upon auscultating for the heart sounds, we found out that the S1 and S2 are normal and wala naman akong narinig ng any murmurs sa heart. Okay? So after that, while nasa auscultation pa tayo, we should now proceed for the listening for the heart sounds and counting it. Okay? So after counting for a minute, yung rate naman is normal. It's about 120 and it is regular. So we are going to be starting off with the abdominal examination of the patient. So this is patient Mark and we are going to be examining his abdomen. So we start off by positioning the patient in a supine position and exposing his abdomen. So Mark, taas muna natin yung shirt natin. Yan. And also, we should also drape the patient to provide privacy. Yan. Okay. So you start off by inspecting the abdomen of the patient. So as you can see, there's no abdominal distension. There's no signs of bruising, scars. There's no visible masses. The umbilicus is midline. It's not herniated, walang pus na nagde-drain. There's no also erythema. And yeah, so after doing the inspection of the abdomen, we proceed with the auscultation of the abdomen na. Okay, so we start off by auscultating on the 4 quadrants of the abdomen and listen for the bowel sounds on all 4 quadrants. Okay, so ideally, when auscultating the bowel sounds of the patient, we should check for the bowel sounds 1 minute per quadrant. Okay, so after that, we start off now by doing the palpation. So when doing palpation, we should also remember that we palpate all 4 quadrants again. So when palpating, check for any signs of tenderness. Mark, may nararamdaman ka bang masakit?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay, good. And while palpating, also palpate now for the spleen, if there's splenomegaly, and also for the liver, if may signs ng hepatomegaly. Okay? So, wala naman ako nararamdaman na any enlargement sa liver, and it seems to be not enlarged. So, in the palpation, we also do yung fluid wave test. Now, in doing the fluid wave test, we ask for the mom or the patient to put his hand sa middle ng abdomen. So, Mark, palagi na lang dito yung kamay mo. Medyo diinan mo, ha? Yan. And then, we start off by placing our hand dito sa may flank area ng patient. And tapping the opposite abdomen of the patient. Pakidiinan. Yan. Yan. So, as you can see, when upon doing the fluid wave test of Mark, is that the patient is negative for fluid wave. Now, when a patient tests for positive for a fluid wave, is that you would feel the wave on the opposite hand, the one that is placed on the flank. And that shows that the patient has ascites because only fluid can transmit the wave towards the opposite side of the abdomen. So we now proceed with percussing the patient's abdomen, and we start off by percussing all 4 quadrants, okay? Okay, so upon percussing the patient's abdomen, it is tympanitic. Okay, and next procedure is measuring now the patient's liver span. Okay, so we start off by percussing in the below the umbilicus towards the middle of the right, towards the midclavicular line. Then after that, percussing downwards and look until we percuss for the dullness. Okay, so start here. Then we mark it. Okay. Then from the midline, we percuss downwards until we hear the dullness. Okay, so after marking for for the parts where the dullness was heard, we now measure it. So that's about 5 centimeters. And that's about normal for his age. Okay, so next that we'll be doing is we test for the patient's shifting dullness sign. Okay, so first is that we percuss for parts where dullness can be heard. Yan. Okay, so let's mark that. And then, Mark, mag-turn ka na lang dito sa left side mo. Yan. And then, upon turning, we should percuss the same side to check if nag-increase yung dullness or naging tympanitic na siya. So, asan na yun? Okay, so same naman yung pagka-dullness. So it means na negative siya for shifting dullness. Now, if a patient tests positive for shifting dullness, it means that the part na nag-percuss tayo ng dullness is that magiging more dull yung sound upon percussion. Now, that's a positive sign for shifting dullness.